What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ridin the Rails. Today, I'm joined with Kenny
What's going on, guys?
and Justin.
What's up?
Now, you might have wondered why Kenny's the only one who has a camera on right now.
Oh, they don't see that yet, but yeah, I'm the only one with a camera on at the moment.
He's gonna show some epic pulls that he did.
So I'm
this
gonna
last weekend.
I'm gonna swap to that camera now. Hello.
Oh,
You guys could turn your cams on if you want. It'll be on across the bottom, but they'll be there.
my cheeks are currently out right now.
That makes it even better, even more entertaining. So,
Sun's out, buns out.
sun's out, buns out. So I got I ordered I threw out the box already. I ordered a box of X and Y evolutions from AliExpress. And I recorded the video already, and by the time you're seeing this, it'll probably be up on my channel. If it's not, then you're going to see all the good pulls now anyway. What do I want to start with that's really funny? So these are obviously fake cards. And I prove it in the video, but I'll prove it here too. I think I have 1,000 of these Spirit Link cards. Actually, hold on. Let me see. There's got to be a card that I have like 1,500 of that I know I have a shit ton of. Okay, like this one. Okay. I still kept all the cards just for this, and then I'm probably going to throw them all out. But the way you could tell, you rip it in half. There should be, it's going to be hard to see on this camera, but there should be black ink lines on the white here. Across the white, there should be black ink lines.
It's gonna be hard to see.
Yeah, but it's gonna be hard to see. But there is nothing to see because these are fake cards. So, if you know Pokemon cards, you know how to tell a fake anyway. But I want to go through some of the funny pulls. So like, I have 2 of these Slowbro EXs, which I think is funny because it's like. They're like not hollow. They're like nothing. They're just EX cards. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Pidgeot EX cards.
No way.
8 of them? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hold on,
Are those
hold
tournament
on.
legal?
Are these tournament legal? I got some more here. Hold on. Try to hold them up. So you can see the 2 different designs that I got for the Pidgeot EXs. Because I think it's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I'm loaded right now.
Oh my dude, you know how much money you make off of those bad boys?
This is crazy. Alright. I'm going to give you guys a choice.
Okay.
I have all of these that are like the rare full arts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or we can go through the Charizard, the Charmander evolutions, the Pikachu cards, or the Mewtwo cards. Which one do we do first?
We gotta go with Mew, right?
The Mewtwo ones? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So, if you have ever seen the original, I believe these are the original cards, like the designs on them. But if you've ever seen the original Mewtwo card, this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I have quite a few of them. So if anybody wants a signed Mewtwo card, feel free to hit me up because I got plenty of them.
Those look ugly.
I have plenty of them. It's all the original art style though.
Yeah.
Like the giant border.
No, the border is crazy on them. The border is insane. But I also have a couple more Mewtwo cards. I have 2 of these. It's so hard to see them.
Yep.
2 of those. 1 of these.
That's actually kind of sick for a fake card.
I know. And a full art.
Oh,
That's even better.
I bet that's big bucks right there.
I bet you that's worth nothing. All right, what do we do next? The Charmander or the Pikachu?
Pikachu.
Let's do the
Pikachu ones. You're gonna fucking love this. I'm gonna actually start with the hollows, the EXs first.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right? Still hollow. Pretty
Yeah.
cool. Here's where it gets fucking insane. These are all the Pikachus I have.
Oh my god, dude, the fat Pikachu.
The original
Let's go.
Pikachu design.
It gets better. It gets
Fat
so
is
much
the-
better.
We love fat Pikachu.
Flying Pikachu.
Yo, you know how much that's worth? Actually,
And it gets even better.
oh,
Because I also have 4 surfing Pikachus.
oh my, you're absolutely loaded, with
Dude,
Pikachu's
I
right now.
was hysterical while we were recording. Oh
That's
my god.
awesome.
And then, oh man, just wait. Just wait for the Charizard set.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Right? So I got 2 of these Charmanders.
Okay.
Right? The original art, everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got... They said double it and give it to the next evolution, because I got 4 Charmeleons.
Oh my god.
All original art. And then, before we get too crazy, I gotta show you the 2...
We haven't gotten crazy yet?
No, we haven't. 2 Charizard EX Hollows, right?
Okay. Honestly, it looks kind of legit. You know, if you do it, I would have believed it.
You won't fucking believe this.
Oh no.
You might have believed that one, but you won't believe this one. Are you ready?
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
If anybody wants a signed
Yeah.
first edition Charizard,
Oh my god.
I have
dude.
3
No.
of them right here
Dude, you know-
in my hand.
Those are at least $1 mil each, dude. You're gonna
Dude,
get
I'm
robbed now.
loaded right now. Loaded.
Oh my god.
Now I have 2 more things that I want to show you. We're going to quickly swipe through the full arts.
Okay.
Right, so I have 2 of these Camerupts. Right,
Okay.
exactly the same. A Sharpedo,
Oh.
Okay.
Wailord,
Okay.
Manectric. I never remember how to say this motherfucker's name. Audino.
Let me see that one. I
Oh,
didn't
you
see
want to
it.
see it? Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Hawlucha.
Halucha.
That's actually kind of cool.
I'm
if
trying
you
to- yeah,
can't
I'm trying
remember.
Some of them are pretty cool. Skarmory.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah,
card's
that was
sick.
actually- that is sick.
That is pretty cool. Yeah.
Gardevoir.
Gardevoir.
That's a cool one.
Oh boy, got a lot to go here. And we still have a tier list to do. Altaria.
Yeah.
It's gonna get so good. You're not even ready. Kangaskhan.
Okay.
Kangaskhan.
Entei.
Whoa.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
Togekiss.
Okay.
Malamar. I don't know what I don't even know what that one is. Might not even be a real Pokemon, but we don't know. Reshiram. Gengar.
Gengar. That's actually kind of a sick design.
It is a pretty sick design.
That is pretty cool. Yeah.
Dragonite.
Oh.
2 of these Blastoise cards.
Oh.
Kyogre.
Okay.
Red Gyarados.
Red
Oh
Gyarados.
my god, dude, that's crazy.
Hold on. 4 Magnezones.
Yeah. That's great.
Xerneas.
Oh.
Oh.
2 different art Deoxys cards.
Oh.
Okay.
And a Lugia.
Lugia.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool looking. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I won't lie. You can tell they feel fake. They don't look legit. But some of the designs are very cool. Like, again, this Lugia card looks so sick.
Yeah.
I don't think it's even a real design.
Nah.
But
Probably
it
not.
is still a sick card. Now, for the moment of truth, I'm going to show you a card. And I need you to try to tell me what is wrong with this card. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I...
Ear fetched.
Yeah. Dude, that's the rare ear fetch card, dude.
See, we were joking around, right? And I was like, if I sleeve this and I put it on Facebook Marketplace and I say misprint far-fetched card, somebody would buy this for hundreds of dollars.
You should do it just to see.
It would be I would totally be scamming somebody, which is why I'm not going to do it. But I guarantee you, I would absolutely be able to scam somebody with that card for sure. So
then they're like, "Oh my god!" and they go to get it like
graded, and they're gonna be like,
"Right, this," and they just rip it in front of them like it's literally made from paper. Like it's not even.
So yeah, that was my experience with AliExpress's $10 X and Y Evolutions base set. So that was fun.
Yep. And before we jump into the tier list, I'd like to bring something up that we didn't bring up in the last episode. We never talked about Pokemon Go.
Oh, true.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's funny actually, because I feel like out of every Pokemon game I've played, like within the last 5 years, I've played Pokemon Go more than any.
Me too. Yeah, I think
it's kind of funny how
I remember.
we all forgot.
Remember telling you guys, was it like last year around this time, a whole bunch of guys in my fraternity, like we would go like around our campus doing Pokemon Go for like 2-3 hours every Friday.
See, that shit's fun though. Like
it is. It really is. Like walking around, just talking, like hanging out. It's fun.
Yeah, like my girlfriend and I do. Like maybe not. We haven't in a while, but like when it's nice out, when it's like warm out, we'll walk around. Like we'll go to a park or something, just walk around. Pokemon Go, like it's fun.
I was talking to one of my coworkers about it a couple days ago, and apparently he used to spoof his location to Central Park and just farm there.
Yeah,
Dude,
I know a couple people who did that too.
I used to spoof my location to Australia.
Nice. Nice. Anyway, we're doing a tier list today because that seems to be the only thing that you guys like to watch. So, today, our tier list, which is totally fine, but I'm going to throw a little bit of shade. Today's tier list is the starting Pokemon from every generation.
Yep. As well as their evolutions.
Yes. Yep. Simple ranking system, S, A, B, C, D, F. We're going to rank them based on, I don't know, design, usability, who looks cool, who is cool, and who isn't, I guess. Like I don't know. It's like a weird criteria to have for all of them, but I mean, we've done it with Destiny 2 maps, or Destiny maps. We've done it with Call of Duty Zombies maps. We could do it with Pokemon starters, so.
Yeah.
How do we want to do this, gentlemen? Do we want to go one at a time, or do we want to do, like, each person gets one full, like, 3? Like, whoever starts gets Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur? Or do we want to just go one at a time?
We could do the evolutions. So every evolution.
So if you start with Bulbasaur, you get the other 2 also?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So who wants to go first with Bulbasaur's evolutionary chain?
I'll go first.
I mean, okay. I was going to say, it seems like nobody really wants to take it, so maybe I'll take it.
All right. So Bulbasaur is pretty cute. It's got, as you know, that as the, what would you call that thing on its back? Like a bulb? Yeah. So it would, hence the name Bulbasaur.
I was about to say, hence the name, but yeah.
But its moveset was really nice. You had Vine Whip. You had... Did Bulbasaur know how to use Razor Leaf, or was Razor Leaf later?
I think Razor Leaf is later on, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, it had Vine Whip, Solar Beam.
Probably had Leech Seed.
Leech Seed.
That was pretty common in low-level grass types, Leech Seed.
Yeah.
Right. And I think it had... Did it? I think Synthesis was later.
I think Synthesis is Ivysaur, I think. Maybe. Where would you put Bulbasaur?
I would put Bulbasaur... Honestly, he's a solid grass type. I would put him at B.
Bulbasaur to B. B for Bulbasaur.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the other two? Where would you throw them? Being Ivysaur and Venusaur, yeah.
That's tough. Ivysaur. I would put Ivysaur... But if you ask me, I would put Venusaur at...
Wait, where would you put Ivysaur?
Ivysaur, I would put probably at a C.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't really change that much in appearance other than the part that its flower is starting to bloom.
Right.
And Venusaur, honestly, I would put Venusaur at an A.
That's a little bit of a hot take, I think, but... Yeah, I think out of all of the grass-type evolutions, except for maybe one that I can think of right now, just by looking at this list, I would say Bulbasaur's Bulbasaur's evolutionary chain is probably one of the best, if not the best, grass-type evolution.
Yeah.
Again, looking at this list, there's only one that I can say, like, one actual grass, like, starter evolutions, like 1, 2, 3, that are probably better, but I think that's a solid ranking so far.
Yeah.
Good baseline to set.
Good baseline to set, absolutely.
All right, Spider, you want to take the fire types or the water types?
I'll take the water types.
All right, so I'm up with Charmander then. So, Charmander, just like Bulbasaur, not many moves to learn off the start. Scratch, Ember. I think that's really it before it evolves into Charmeleon. I'm gonna put Charmander at a B. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put Charmander at a B. Just because B is pretty middle of the road. I feel like, again, it's decent for like a starter. The design alone would be like an A, but like the usability, like early on, it's okay. But especially in games like Red and Blue and Fire Red, Leaf Green, that first gym is a rock gym, which makes it a lot tougher. Being a fire type off the start. So I think I'm going to leave it in B right next to Bulbasaur. Maybe above Bulbasaur. I don't know if we're going to do that yet. But yeah, B I think is fine.
Yep.
Charmeleon though, I'm going to throw in an A.
I have to agree.
Because when he evolves into Charmeleon, that's when he starts learning more moves, like I think Fire Spin is one.
Flamethrower?
Flamewheel might be one. I don't think it learns Flamethrower yet. It might. Charmeleon might learn Flamethrower. I don't remember if it's Charmeleon or Charizard.
Because I'm thinking of the Pokemon series when Ash's Charmander evolves.
His Charmeleon learns Flamethrower?
Yeah, because right when it evolved, it immediately used Flamethrower right on his face.
Oh, true, actually, but that is the anime. That might be that's different from the games.
Different from the games.
I'm going to actually look up quick, when does Charmeleon learn Flamethrower? And if it is Charmeleon learns Flamethrower at 36.
Oh.
But I'm pretty sure Charmeleon evolves at 36 also, doesn't it? Or is it 37?
Might be 37.
When does Charmeleon evolve? 36. So technically it's Charizard that learns Flamethrower. Technically. In the
They
games.
got it wrong. Shoot them.
They got the show wrong, god damn it. But yeah, I'm going to put Charmeleon at A. I mean, Metal Claw, I always remember as being a huge move that it learns. Again, I think maybe Fire Spin or Flame Wheel, something like that. That's another one that it learns in that mix. But then Charizard, gotta go in S tier.
I agree.
Gotta go in S tier.
Knows him.
I think it's probably one of the most iconic Pokemon, if not one of the most iconic starters, one of the most iconic Pokemon in general.
Yeah.
I mean, the Dragon type moves, the flying moves, the fire moves it learns, Flamethrower especially. I think this is probably the best fire starter as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's one of the most iconic, so it's going to go in S. Spider, you are up with Squirtle.
All right. So I think starting off, I mean, look at Squirrel, dude. He's a little cute little guy. Design wise, I mean, he's a turtle. But I think when you think of people who like don't know Pokemon and they're like, oh, dude, they're little cute little creatures. You know, I think 9 times out of 10, people are having like a Squirtle plushie or a sticker.
True.
And I don't know. His moveset, I mean, was it not Bubble? Is that one
its first move? Yeah, it's either Bubble or like Squirt Gun or something.
Squirt Gun, which both suck booty. And of course, like Scratch and stuff like that. But then, I don't know. His moveset does kind of suck. Especially because, in the first games, when do you even reach a gym where he's effective?
Squirtle?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
The first one.
Is it Rock?
The Rock Gym, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Water is very effective against Rock.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna probably put it in B just because he's effective in the first gym, but I don't want to put him any higher because his moveset does still kind of suck.
That's fair.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll probably put Squirrel at B.
All right, I think that's fair off the start.
For Wardle, his design doesn't really change. Yeah. The design doesn't really change. It's just, I mean, he gets some wings, little wings on his head. It's still pretty cool. But I also don't know off the top of my head like the moveset that he learns.
Yeah, I wasn't frequent with the water types, as we know.
So I think he starts learning. I think I know he starts to learn like around this time is when he starts to learn like abilities, not just like moves, like actual stuff that helps him.
Right.
I think does he learn Rain Dance around here? Like some of that type of stuff.
Yeah, I think Rain Dance is probably one of those ones where it's like it's kind of like Flamethrower with Charmeleon, where it's like probably either right before or right after the evolution to Wartortle.
Yeah. And then you got moves. Man, what was it called? Something Tail. Not Tail Whip.
Not Tail Whip.
Aqua Tail.
Yep.
You learn Aqua Tail.
Aqua Tail's a huge one too.
That's like one of the moves that I think you just, unless you're using, still using little stupid water gun and stuff. Aqua Tail is probably the move you're using the most, and it's kind of hard to place him any lower because his moveset does get better. As of course, every Pokemon, their moveset does seem to get better as they evolve.
Yeah.
But it's like one or two good moves that he gets, and he's still not like super crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm probably gonna put him as B as well.
Okay.
Right.
And then of course, Blastoise, classic. I'm gonna probably put Blastoise at A, just because
Solid.
of the moves that he gets when he eventually evolves into Blastoise.
Mm-hmm.
He gets
'Cause
Hydro Pump.
He gets Hydro Pump, Wave Crash, like crazy moves like that, and a lot of those moves, you know, maybe not like one hit, but like you're taking out a majority of the health from a Pokemon with some of those moves. And then you also get some pretty good like defensive abilities too. And it's just in general, he's super fun to play with, and I mean his design, he's literally a tank.
No, literally a tank.
Yeah.
His design is so cool.
I will say,
and then
especially like throughout all of the 151, the original 151.
mhm.
In my opinion, probably the coolest designs out of any of the extra 1,000 that they've added since. I think the original 151 have the coolest designs, especially the starter Pokemon and their evolutions.
Yeah,
I think they absolutely cooked.
and I know we're not like discussing them, but I do just want to say the Mega Blastoise literally just has a freaking cannon on his back.
True.
I know we're that's not like part of the ranking, but I absolutely love the design of Mega Blastoise. He is a tank. I think his arms become guns too.
With the Mega Evolution, I think so. Or the the Mega.
He just becomes an absolute unit. So yeah, I think A is a pretty good place for him.
I think that's fair off the start. I think we got a pretty good ranking.
I mean, and it's only fair because I mean, this is when you think of Pokemon, these three are
Easily
like
the most iconic starters. Easily.
Yeah, so he's pretty good.
Yeah. Really quick before we get into the next set, you guys know that depending on the region, which starter you pick usually depends on the difficulty of the game, or at least the beginning of the game, the start of the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
So typically the way it is like for especially with this group here, grass is always the easiest route to take. And then it goes water and fire after.
Mm-hmm.
See, you know, it's funny. I know that is the case, but like I feel like a lot of games that I had played, when you choose the water type, it feels so difficult.
Well, the later games like Diamond Pearl, and I think off the top of my head, I'm trying to think. I think it's Diamond and Pearl and maybe Black and White that are different. Where it's the other way around, where fire is usually typically the easier route to take and grass is harder.
Okay.
But either way, typically for the most part, the water type is like middle of the road. Like average difficulty, medium difficulty, at least for the beginning of the game.
Okay.
But yeah, fire starters are typically the harder starter to start with when you play these games, which is part of the reason I feel that, like, not by much. I mean, Ivysaur is in C, and everything else is above Ivysaur in S, A, and B. But but I typically feel like that's why the starters like Charmander and Squirtle and their evolutions get more credit and more like attention, because I feel like you really have to like focus when you're playing those games if you're using those characters to start. So that's my opinion. But Justin, you are up with Chikorita.
Chikorita. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what moveset it started with, because when I played Heart Gold Soul Silver, I actually did not pick any of the grass types. I picked in Soul Silver I picked Totodile, and in Heart Gold I picked Cyndaquil.
Both valid choices.
Yeah. But Chikorita, it kind of goes under the radar. because the other two types are so good.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure what Chikorita's. It's probably starts out with Tackle. It probably eventually learns Vine Whip. Those are the only two I can really think of off the top of my head. So
Yeah,
Chikorita,
those are usually the average.
Mhm.
I feel like for the most part, a lot of the starters have the same general move set when they start.
Right.
You know, like whether it's Scratch or Tackle.
Mhm.
Fire types is always going to be something like Ember.
Right. So I'll put Chikorita at C.
Okay.
Probably below Ivysaur.
Okay.
Bayleaf, I would put higher. Bayleaf, by that point, you would learn Razor Leaf. This is where I think Razor Leaf finally got introduced.
Right.
Trying to think what other moves it had. Feel free to chime in on the moves, and then I'll recall.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. I mean,
Yeah, I really couldn't. I really couldn't tell you.
I mean, again, grass types. It's typically stuff like Leech Seed.
I mean, it probably learned Leech Seed already by this point.
Probably. I mean, they're typically they'll learn things like, I don't know, grass type moves, Stun Spore.
Dunspoor. I could see that. Honestly, I would put Bayleaf at a B.
Okay.
Just middle of the pack. I would probably put it under. Definitely under Charmander.
Well, I don't think we're doing it like that. I think we're just ranking them.
Just kind of just putting it in.
Yeah.
All right. And then Meganium. Again, I just gotta put it at B. It just gets overshadowed by those other two Pokemon evolutions.
It's very true. I feel like Chikorita's evolutions probably the most overshadowed in the entire series for the most part.
Yeah. And I think by the time it evolves into Meganium, I think it's got to learn Solar Beam by then, right?
Yeah, absolutely. No Solar Beam. Yeah.
I'm saying I accidentally mistake that little idiot for a lima bean, dude. I eat him.
You just threatened a Chikorita?
I did.
Or the Meganium?
I did.
That's fucking crazy.
Damn.
Okay. Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil, I think...
Where do I begin?
It's so tough because I actually love Cyndaquil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cyndaquil, out of all the fire starters, is probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite.
It is also one of the cutest.
For sure. But I think I'm going to put it in B. Again, it's, your average fire starter, Ember, Tackle, Scratch, whatever it is, Tail Whip. Nothing like crazy exciting. And again, I'm pretty sure that in the Heart Gold, Soul Silver games, I'm pretty sure it's like a rock type gym off the start too. Something that doesn't make Cyndaquil super effective, if effective at all, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
This might be a hot take, but Quilava, I'm kind of in my head bouncing between B and C. I feel like Quilava, while it is cool, I don't dislike any of the evolutions in like the designs, especially. I think all the designs are spot on. I think they're perfect. But I think I'm gonna put it in B. I think it's just kind of like it's still very average compared to Cyndaquil.
Mm-hmm.
I think at this point it learned stuff like Flame Wheel too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing that's like really standing out to me where I would be like, oh yeah, like Quilava is a huge upgrade from Cyndaquil. I think the big upgrade is from Quilava to Typhlosion, and Typhlosion I'm gonna put in an A.
All right.
I think other than, in my opinion,
we can't do Typhlosion in A because didn't you hear about the lore with Typhlosion?
Oh, dude, I don't care about the Typhlosion lore, dude. I was like 8 years old playing this game. You think I knew what any of that crap meant? Hell no.
Dude, he kidnapped someone.
So
and had
what,
a child
dude?
with him.
So what, dude? So
That's
did
messed up, dude.
Well, you know who else did some crazy shit? O.J. Simpson. All right.
He's not a Pokemon.
Exactly my point. And people still like O.J. Simpson.
Dude, I just pulled the rare O.J. Simpson EX holographic card. It's a full art. It shows him as Bronco.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. Anyway, I think Typhlosion is probably the coolest full evolution starter in this game, other than, spoiler alert for me at least, for Alligator. I think for Alligator looks and is cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Typhlosion is definitely better than anything else. Like better than Chikorita and Meganium and Bayleaf, and yeah, I think A is a solid spot for Typhlosion.
Yeah, I agree.
Where did you put I missed, where'd you put Quilava?
Cyndaquil and Quilava are both in B. I might not have said it.
Okay.
That's on me. Quilava's going in B because it's just kind of average, just like Cyndaquil in my opinion. I feel like, again, it's not a huge jump from Cyndaquil to Quilava.
Mm-hmm.
Like moveset wise, the design wise it does, but like moveset wise not really. But then that jump from Quilava to Typhlosion is insane.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Totodile.
All right. Totodile. And I think I don't know if this is the reason we did it or not, but I think maybe not for Justin, but I think for at least for myself and Kenny, these are the types we use the most. I think it just sort of worked out that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, 9 times out of 10, I'm choosing a water type Pokemon. But anyway, Totodile, homie, I love Totodile. He's super cute looking. Granted, as with most water Pokemon, the moves aren't that good. Water gun, stuff like that. I think he learns Bite too.
Bite.
Yeah.
Which it's a pretty good move early on. But I don't know. I like his design. I mean, of course, he's just a crocodile. But I don't know. He looks super cute. I like the design of him. I think honestly, probably B.
Okay.
All right.
Now the what's his Croconaw, is that the
Croconaw? Yeah.
Yeah. Croconaw. I love Croconaw because I believe he learns an ice move, and I don't remember which one.
Ice Beam?
No, Ice Beam's too
Ice Fang?
Oh, that might be it.
It might be Ice Fang. That sounds right. He learns an ice move, which, it's not anything crazy, but, having an ice move along with... It's funny because he actually doesn't learn too many water moves until later on.
Yeah, I think it's Ice Fang.
Yeah, so honestly, I'm probably gonna put Croconaw at C just because I love the design, I do, but he's not really a viable option if you're battling because he doesn't have that many water moves. And of course, you can have the argument of just use a TM, which But if you're just doing this off a base, what he learns when he levels up and evolves, he doesn't have many water moves.
No,
So,
that's true. I mean, I think he learns Aqua Tail here. Maybe.
does he learn Aqua Tail?
I can't remember if Croconaw learns it or Feraligatr learns it.
I mean, if he does learn Aqua Tail, I mean, it makes him a little bit more viable. But then again, Water Gun and Aqua Tail
True.
as your 2 water moves, it's not like...
That's true. I mean, ice moves are always really good to have too, especially.
Yeah, that is true, and that's why I'm not putting him lower.
Right.
But I think C is a good area for him.
All right.
And then, how do you say this? Feraligatr? Feraligatr. I don't know. I want to put him in A for a couple reasons.
Okay.
Design-wise, he looks pretty sick.
Oh, yeah.
And I know it's not anything too crazy, but I really like how he looks. And moveset-wise, this is when, I think as most water Pokemon, this is when they start learning some really good stuff. Hydro Pump, the really, of course, one of the better, I think the best water move. You learn Hydro Pump. And I think, I really don't remember... because it's been so long since I've ever used him in any game. He earns like a weird move around when he higher level.
Doesn't he learn Crunch?
It might be Crunch.
Definitely learns Crunch. Yeah.
Maybe it's not Crunch. It's like one of the high level, like high power moves. It's one of the ones that damages you. Like damages the Pokemon.
Like damages like when you use it. The recoil on it.
Hurts them. Yeah.
I
don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
That's tough. I'm trying to think.
I'm
trying to think of moves that usually hurt itself.
Yeah. It either damaged him or it lowered his stats, one of the two. But it was a super powerful move. It was probably one of the more high level, I know it's not Thrash, but it's something like that. It's like a high level move that does a lot of damage. But his moveset when you get in the higher levels is just really good. And his design, I really like it, so I'm probably gonna put him at A.
All right, I think that's fair. I think again with Feraligatr, I think that's like the only one that has like a better design than Typhlosion, personally.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to. I'm actually looking now, trying to find if I see if I could find its moves and see what it could be. Because, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I can't think of what that would be. It does learn Thrash at one point. Maybe Superpower? Yeah. I don't think Superpower hurts you, though, does it?
I do remember Superpower. I believe it does hurt you.
It does? Okay, then maybe that's the one I'm thinking
maybe
of.
That's it.
Yeah. I think it's one. Maybe Superpower? I don't know.
Oh, well.
All right. Now up to the Hoenn Pokemon.
True.
Nope.
All right, so Trico. Honestly, I don't know if I like the design of Trico.
Trico does look like a little idiot.
I have to put Trico in D.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
There's nothing that really stands out to me with Trico.
Yeah, he's just kind of bland looking.
Yeah.
Bland, yeah.
I feel like other than I don't want to. Never mind.
But I do feel like its evolved form Grovyle was a step up. That is a B. By the time you get to Grovyle, it definitely learned. Does it learn Leaf Blade? Or is that Sceptile?
Ooh,
that's a good question.
I actually didn't play any of the Hoenn games.
That's a high power move, isn't it? It does a good amount of damage.
I'm gonna look now.
Okay.
I keep
did have
closing
recently.
this website that I'm on, looking at the different moves. I keep closing it, and I should just leave it open because we're gonna keep going back to this.
Mm-hmm.
It learns Mega Drain, Giga Drain.
Okay.
Leaf Blade is level 40, so that's Sceptile.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then Sceptile, I would definitely put it at A. Sceptile is pretty badass.
Yeah,
Sceptile does look pretty cool. But I don't know. Doesn't mean that it is your thing. Hey,
I don't know if I would put Sceptile that high, but
yeah.
I'd probably put him at highest a B. But still, I
Mhm.
mean, like, it's not like you're jumping from a D to an A or something.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Though I do feel like despite Trico's evolution starting off kind of it actually goes off with a bang, like later.
That's
Mhm.
very true. That's very true. I feel like it's. I don't know. Trico is like so weird to me. Like it's like kind of cool, but it's like kind of bland. But like the step up from to Grovyle is really cool, and then Sceptile is pretty cool too. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I like Grovyle's design more than Sceptile's, if I'm totally honest. But that's just me. All right, Torchic. Torchic kind of does my fire types a little dirty here because I feel like Torchic's a little. The design
Torchic's a
on
little idiot.
Torchic is a little weak. I think, as much as it pains me to do this, I think I'm gonna put Torchic in D.
All right.
Torchic is
Because
just.
I think it only knows it would only know well Ember, but I think it compared to other of the fire Pokemon before it knows Peck.
It does know Peck, which is always good with the flying type, the bird type Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
Yeah.
it evolves at level 16, and it learns Ember and Flame Charge in there. Everything else is like Sand Attack, Detect, Quick Attack. Once it evolves into Combuskin, which is going to be a C tier for me, that's when it starts to learn things like Aerial Ace and Slash. Flamethrower also.
Yeah.
Before it evolves. But then finally, once you get to Blaziken, that's when you start to learn even better moves, such as if the page would load. That's when you learn things like Flare Blitz, Brave Bird. I think I'm gonna put. I kind of want to put Blaziken in a C, also.
Really?
I'm trying
Really?
to think if it deserves a B.
It knows it should learn Blaze Kick, right?
Does. I believe so.
It might learn Blaze Kick. I might have just missed it.
And also, I think doesn't Combuskin also learn Sky Uppercut? Or is that Blaziken?
You see, the thing is, a lot of these, it depends on the generation. Like I'm looking through the actual generations now.
Mm-hmm.
Like all these moves depend on the generation that you're looking at. Because this one says it learns Flamethrower at level 43, which is Gen 3, back when it actually was like the actual generation that it's from.
Mm-hmm.
If I look at Blaziken, yeah, Sky Uppercut, it learns. Double Kick, it learns. Slash, Blaze Kick, Quick Attack. I don't know. I'll put it in a B, but that's as high as I'm gonna go. I don't know. I think Blaziken for a fire starter is just kind of underwhelming. Definitely better.
Yeah.
Definitely better than Torchic. But for a fire starter, pretty underwhelming.
Yeah.
And then Spider gets the best starter from Gen 3.
Mudkip. I know Mudkip, not because of Pokemon, but because of Minecraft. It's going to be a callback. Husky Mudkip.
Truth. Wow, that's a blast from the past. Holy shit.
Right?
Oh my
Right? So that's like, I mean, of course, I knew Mudkip from Pokemon, but Husky Mudkip was, I was like, oh, that's the Pokemon from that's the Pokemon. So Mudkip, I mean, he's a cute little guy. Um, I really like his design. It's funny because a lot of these designs of the Pokemon as we're going throughout, like their final evolution, like it's pretty terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
And the final evolution for Mudkip, like we'll get to it, Swampert. He's I mean he's kind of scary, but he's kind of also just a cute looking too.
Yeah.
But Mudkip, again, I think I don't remember what level exactly he evolves at, but I think it's 15 or 16. Sounds about
Typically,
right.
the first evolution is like anywhere from like I think it's like 15 to 18 or something.
Okay, so around there. He learns Water Gun, of course, and then he starts learning ground moves because he eventually becomes, of course, a ground water Pokemon. So he starts learning like ground and rock moves, and I think he learns one of the weaker rock moves. Was it Rock Throw?
Rock throw sounds right.
It's one of the weaker ones. I know he learns like Rock Throw and something like that. Again, not crazy, but he honestly he has a pretty widespread array of moves because I know he learns a psychic move at some point too.
Yeah, amnesia.
Yeah. And so
yeah, it's rock smash and rock throw he learns.
Okay. I just think I don't know. I wish like design wise, I absolutely love how he looks, but I know we're going off of like design and like how well they are like suited for battle, and he just I don't know, like C.
Okay.
All right.
Marshtomp, again, I was saying, I like the design for all of like Mudkip, Marshtomp, and Swampert. He also does start learning some good abilities. He starts learning Water Pulse, Rock Slide, Amnesia. I think he also learns Surf in that time spent before he evolves into Swampert. So honestly, like he learns quite a bit of rock moves and just normal moves in general that make him a pretty viable Pokemon to bring in a battle. So I'm probably gonna put him at C, or not C, B.
Okay.
And then Swampert, I mean, again, he learns Hydro Pump, and that's really about like the only water move he learns. And I mean, granted, as you're building up Mudkip and Swampert and stuff like that, he's gonna have all the moves from when you first got him, so he's a pretty viable option. But I don't know, he does like I said, his design, it's not crazy looking, it's not like really cool or anything like that, and so doesn't really learn any moves that make him like, oh man, you need to level this guy up, as high as you can to get all the moves. So honestly, I'm probably just gonna put him at and I really don't want to. Probably C.
Whoa.
Like, he's cool looking, but it's like out of like all the other water type Pokemons, like how they look, like Blastoise and like all the ones that are above him. They just like their designs are, in my opinion, look a lot cooler and I don't know, do more damage. You also have to think about too. This is like really getting into nitpicky things, like some of these Pokemon have lower and higher stats, and I think if I remember, like Mudkip and Swampert and stuff, they have a pretty low defense.
Mm-hmm.
Which higher game, higher level activities and stuff from Pokemon, you want to have some good defense to be able to withstand attacks. Which is why I'm putting him at C.
All right, that's a little lower than I would have put him, but that's not bad. I understand your reasoning.
Yeah.
All right, Justin.
All right. Turtwig's evolution. fun fact with Turtwig, that was the starter I picked in Pokemon Pearl.
You had all three,
Okay.
right?
I had Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. So for Diamond, I picked Chimchar, Turtwig, Pearl, and in Platinum, I picked Piplup.
So yes, he had all three.
Yep. Out of all the Pokemon generations, my personal favorite is Sinnoh.
Okay.
Yeah, I think other than, I don't know, like I said on the pod last week, I started with I started my first Pokemon game was Fire Red.
Mm.
So the Kanto region has a very special place in my heart, especially the original 151.
Yep.
But if anything would come close to topping it, if not taking it over, it would be Sinnoh.
Okay.
Definitely
I like
Sinnoh.
Unova is definitely probably my favorite, but that's biased.
Mm.
That's the very first game I started with.
True.
All right, I'm looking into its moves
Yeah, I have it open.
because I'm trying to recall.
Yeah, I have it open.
Okay. So, yeah, it knows tackle and when you get it. Withdraw. That one is a defensive increase type of move.
Right.
And absorb. It's similar to Mega Drain, but except it's probably the weakest form of it.
Yeah. Well, Mega Drain and Giga Drain, those are like the most powerful of the
Yeah.
like the grass type, like damage plus healing kind of attacks.
Mm-hmm.
I would put Absorb more on the same level as like Leech Seed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though it doesn't learn Leech Seed until it's a Grottle.
Which is crazy to me because I feel like Leech Seed is so. I mean, Leech Seed stays on the battlefield for a couple turns. Maybe that's why it's more viable. But I feel like the damage is not very high on it.
Mm-hmm.
So where
And
would
it does learn Razor Leaf at level once it reaches level 13.
right, which would technically still be Turtwig too.
Yeah. So that's the earliest that a grass type has learned Razor Leaf.
Truth.
Honestly, given Turtwig's progress, I'd put it at an A.
Wow, that's
pretty high.
I also thought that was a little high, but
That's fine.
I'm interested to see where you put Grottle and Torterra then. If you're putting Turtwig all the way at A.
Yeah. I was just kind of remembering back to when I was playing the game. I mean, when it came to Grottle, though, I mean, the only big move it really learned was Mega Drain. It also learned Curse, Bite, Leech Seed, Synthesis.
Right. It learns Crunch, but that's Torterra, right? That learns
That's
Crunch.
Torterra.
Yeah.
Yes. So Grottle. You know what? We'll knock Turtwig down to a B,
Okay.
and I'll put Grottle at A.
Okay. That's a little better. I was gonna say because you are really starting Turtwig off very high.
And now, as for Torterra, it learns
There's a
Crunch,
Life.
Giga Drain, and there's also a Leaf Storm. But I remember I was able to have it learn Earthquake, and that was probably one of the most powerful moves it could use. But Leaf Storm was a fun move to use. That's tough with Torterra because I also like Infernape, and that's your rating, Kenny. So and I have a feeling I know where you might put Infernape, but yeah.
Where'd you put him, Justin? Torterra?
That's what I'm trying to debate.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely much better than Grottle. Honestly, I'm tempted to put it at an S.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
It is one of the most powerful grass type Pokemon just in the whole series.
Yeah. Definitely, especially with, I mean, like in the starters, especially.
Yeah.
I can live with that. I can live
All
with
right.
that in an S. Here we go. Chimchar. Chimchar is another... I love the design of Chimchar, Monferno, and Infernape. I love all three of them.
Oh yeah.
I think they're some of the best. I think I'm going to put... This is so tricky because I know where I want to put Chimchar and Monferno. Infernape is where I feel like we might debate a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to put both Chimchar and Monferno in B.
All right.
But then here's where this debate starts to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to put Infernape in S.
Mm-hmm.
Fire fighting type is insane.
Yep.
I mean, granted, Blaziken is also firefighting, but they took whatever they did with the whole Torchic line and just made it way better.
Yep.
Which is why I want to put it in S. But if I put it in S, I'm going to move Monferno up to A. If I put Infernape in A, I'm going to leave everything alone.
Okay.
That's where I'm starting to get tricky because I feel like Infernape, especially in the late game, Infernape is probably the best starter that you can have in your party.
Right, because the 7th gym is a snow gym.
Yes. Not even just because of the 7th gym. And
the one before it is a steel type.
The end game I'm talking about, like Elite Four.
Yep.
You know, Champions Road, whatever it's called. I always forget what it's called.
Right.
I think having Infernape on your team is probably one of your best options.
I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
Which is why I kind of want to put it in C. And I think not C, S.
S.
I think I'm going to put it in S. I think I'm going to
I agree with you there. That's actually where I thought you would put it.
Where'd you put Monferno?
I put Monferno was going to go in A.
Okay.
It was going to be Chimchar and Monferno in B.
Okay.
With Infernape in A, or if Infernape moved up to S, then Monferno would move up to A. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think Monferno and Infernape can be on the same level, but I think Chimchar and Monferno could be.
Okay.
That's where the whole internal debate was.
Okay.
All right, Spider, you are up with Piplup.
All right, Piplup. I think Piplup is probably one of the other well-known Pokemon, just because he was the sidekick of what's her name in the show?
Dawn.
Yeah. And so everyone Piplup. He's cute little penguin.
Mm-hmm.
Really like the design. I mean, it's just a penguin. There's nothing really crazy about it. Just how Chimchar is just a monkey.
Exactly.
But I don't know. Moveset wise, I mean, out of like all the water types, again, the early levels of Piplup, it's nothing crazy. I mean, he starts learning. He has some flying moves. Of course, he has water gun. The standard. He also has a fairy. He has charm, which is a pretty helpful move. But it's just up until he gets into Prinplup, he's just not too much of a viable option in my opinion. So I'm man,
here comes the internal debate.
I know, because like he has really good design. I really like how Piplup looks, but that's about it. And I don't want to put him at D.
I think D would be too low, personally.
Yeah. That's probably gonna put him at C.
C? Okay.
Yeah.
Piplup, right? Piplup.
Yeah, Piplup. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Prinplup, definitely gonna be a B. I'm gonna say that right off the bat. I like Prinplup just because, I mean, the design. It's not It's funny because compared, the jump in how they look is crazy from stage 1 to 2 and then 2 to 3. So I mean, his design right now, it's not too crazy. Like, it's nothing like, oh man, I want to get, I want to get that guy. But his moveset it's pretty good. He gets Whirlpool, Brine, Fury Attack, Bubble Beam. Like, he gets a lot of water attacks. And so which makes him a viable option, along with Swagger. He gets an actual like ability. And so I think probably putting him at B.
Okay.
And then Empoleon. Man, this might call me controversial. I'm gonna say A tier.
Empoleon? Yeah. I think Empoleon is one of those ones, in my opinion, that could also go A or S.
Yeah, I mean, he looks sick. Dude has a trident on his head. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Has a trident on his head. He's an armored penguin. Like,
literally.
But then he also, of course, Hydro Pump. He learns an ice attack, as we were just talking. Ice is a pretty valuable. He learns Mist. Then he also learns Drill Peck. So honestly, if you don't give him TMs, he has an ability. He has Water, Flying, Ice, and Fairy attack, basically.
Right.
So it just makes him a viable option for endgame, especially when you start getting into, as you were saying, the Final Four. The Elite Four was his basketball. When you start getting into like the Elite Four, and you are gonna have to start using, lowering attack and stuff, not just full on attacking. He has those abilities to where he can do that. So I'm gonna put him at A.
Okay. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I can definitely agree with that.
I will say, out of the starter Pokemons that we've ranked so far, the strongest ones are definitely Kanto and Sinnoh.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. From every level, design, moveset, usefulness.
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, definitely, for sure.
All right, and now back to me with Snivy.
Yep.
Have fun with this one.
That's an F. That is an F.
That's crazy.
I had to look up Snivy's moveset because when I played Black and White, when I played Black, I picked Oshawott, and then when I played White, I picked Tepig. And then, of course, Black 2 and White 2. I actually didn't actually play White 2, but I gave that to my brother. But when I played Black 2, I just once again picked Tepig, because I just didn't really like the look of Snivy.
Solid choice, by the way.
Yeah.
2 playthroughs.
For playing it at F?
Well,
Snivy's
yes.
an F.
Yes, but also picking Tepig as his starter twice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta say, you're gonna put Trico at freaking D.
Yep.
You're gonna put Snivy at F? How's that possible?
I'm not gonna
Snivy
lie.
has a cooler design.
Spider, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm totally on board with Justin.
What?
No, yeah, genuinely.
The logic behind that doesn't make sense.
Why?
Because Snivy looks cooler than
I genuinely
Trico.
don't think so. I'm being so genuine. I'm not trying to break your balls. I honestly think that Trico's design is cooler and cuter than Snivy's.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I mean, I hate Snivy with a burning passion.
Okay, so what's the problem?
I don't think he's an F.
I also checked its moveset. It only learns one grass-type move while it's a Snivy, and it's Vine Whip.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think I'm on board with Justin here.
That's crazy.
Is it, though?
All right. Yeah, kind of.
Is it, though?
Kind of.
I don't think so. I think it's totally fine where you have them ranked, Justin.
I think you're wrong.
Don't listen to him. He doesn't know
think
what he's
you're
talking
wrong.
about. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I think he's wrong.
It's fine. You're wrong. Anyway, on to whatever that one's called. Servine.
Servine. Honestly, Servine. Where would I put that one? Honestly, I would put that at a C.
Okay.
I just don't think it compares to the other two that well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But the moveset is solid. Leaf Tornado. I mean, that's the first of its kind in the series out of the starters.
True. Also a solid move in general.
Yeah. And it learns Leaf Blade.
Another good one.
Another good one. But yeah, it didn't really stand out to me. Now, Superior, I'm looking at the moveset for that, and I'm seeing moves that you would not normally see out of one particular move that you would not normally see out of a grass type, and it's Gastro Acid.
Huh.
I had never thought it would learn a poison type move, but I do see Coil in there too. That's also a poison type move.
Yeah.
But it also learns Leaf Storm.
Yeah, I feel like maybe not so much with the starters that I can remember off the top of my head, but I feel like a grass type learning poison moves isn't too crazy out of the ordinary. That could just be me though.
Honestly, Superior though, overall, I'd still put it at B. It just doesn't compare to the other two types that you get. Like, the Tepig and Oshawott evolutions just blow it clean out of the water.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Yep.
Not a question. Okay. Tepig. What is it? Tepig, Pignite, and Emboar, right?
Yep.
Tepig, I'm going to have to put at a... I think I'm going to do Tepig at B.
Okay.
You know, typical fire starter. I don't have to say the same. I don't have to do the same song and dance. Typical fire starter, you know, Ember, tackle, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Pignite, I kind of want to put in C.
Why C?
I don't know. It's like I'm trying to like pull up its moveset here. Maybe it'll
Doesn't it learn
sway
Flame
me.
Charge?
It does
when it's
learn Flame
Pignite?
Charge. And Heat Crash too.
Heat Crash. That's right.
Maybe I'll put it in B.
All right.
I'm trying to look. Yeah, I'll put it in B. But then Emboar, I'm gonna have to put up an A.
All right.
Thought about S. Thought about an S,
Mhm.
but I don't think it's on the same tier as Charizard and Infernape.
Yeah, I agree.
Personally, I mean, like, again, Flare Blitz. It learns Flare Blitz, Head Smash, Flamethrower when it's Emboar, but I don't know. I don't think it's. Yeah, no, I don't think it's better than I think it's about on par with everybody else in A. So, yeah, I'm gonna stick with A for Emboar.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Spider, you are up.
Man, where do I even begin? Oh, glorious Oshawott.
Here we go.
I think honestly, you know, he actually starts off with quite a few like good moves like before he evolves. He gets Soak, of course, Water Gun, and Focus Energy, which are, you know, those aren't attacks, they're more of abilities. But being able to have, you know, abilities like that from early on, you know, being able to just get through fights pretty easily with those things, I don't know, it just makes him, I think, a viable option. And as we were discussing at the start, in the later games, water is a little bit harder to play with.
Mhm.
And I will say, your opponent picking freaking Snivy and kicked my ass a lot for absolutely no reason
Hated
throughout the
Snivy, I
entire
see.
game. But I don't know. I think B. I think he goes on par with a lot of some of the other water, like first stage starters.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, he's pretty viable. Now D Watt, he doesn't
Oh,
necessarily learn too much, like in terms of abilities. I mean, he learns. Actually, that's a lie. I'm looking. He learns water pulse, aqua jet, and aerial ace. He actually learns quite a bit.
it learns a razor shell too.
Yeah, learns razor shell. Well, honestly, like he actually learns quite a bit.
Wait, Duat learns Razor Shell or Oshawott
Duat,
does?
right,
Oh, Duat
right
does?
when
Dewott, yeah.
Oshawott evolves, it
Oh, okay,
learns.
Yeah,
okay.
right when he
Razor
evolves, that's
shell.
like his starting. Yeah, so on
Right,
it, like he has pretty good abilities. I mean, design wise, he's a little cooler than Oshawott. Of course, Oshawott's just really cute looking.
Yep.
D-Watt looks like he's ready to throw hands. Like he evolves and he's like, I'm
Mhm.
ready to kick some butt, dude. So D-Watt, honestly, I'd probably put him at A, just because
Okay.
not only do you get the amount of abilities you get for him, but design wise, I mean, he's about to kick some ass.
Mhm.
And Samurot's going in S tier.
I agree.
Wow. Okay.
Wholeheartedly.
I was wondering when
Uh,
we were gonna get our first water type S tier.
I love
Whoops.
Samurot's design.
Yeah.
I remember when I was first playing Black, and he evolved into Samurott. I was like, dude, this guy looks so sick.
It eventually learns, Hydro Pump, but Swords Dance.
Swords
and
Dance,
It increases its attack power.
which is, if you do Swords Dance and then Hydro Pump, it's absolutely outrageous. And of course, Retaliate, that's a pretty good one to have
Yep.
in like higher battles.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, he's just super cool. He looks like a unicorn,
Yeah.
like a weird fish unicorn type thing.
Like a badass unicorn.
Right. And also too, I know like Samurai is one of the few that I think he has, maybe not one of the few, but I know he has like different versions of him. I'm not gonna get into it, but the design of the character, all in all, is just really good, and I really like Samurott, so that's why I'm putting him at S.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
All right.
Justin.
Now we're getting to generations of games that I actually didn't play, but I'm going to not just look at appearance, but I'm actually going to look up their moveset. Chespin. I know that's Kalos.
Right.
I mean, Chespin looks pretty cute.
Britman said pretty cute.
Hold on a second.
Nothing special.
Don't worry,
I don't
Justin's
look-
just unprepared as usual. It's fine. I thought he was gonna have something to say. Apparently
No.
not.
Stand by. Sorry, boys.
Here we go, dude. Man's getting a whole thesis written out about.
Man, I wasn't gonna have to
Justin.
cut anything until now.
I don't know why they put the moveset all the way at the bottom.
This man.
Oh, wait, it's actually in the middle of the page. Whatever, man. All right, I found it. So, the moveset, from what I see, the only big ones, though, it learns Vine Whip right off the bat. That's huge.
That
Huge.
is actually a really good move.
Yeah. Leech Seed at level 15. That's... Compared to the games before it, it goes back to probably what it should have been. Based on that, I would put Chespin at B.
Okay. I like that.
right.
Quilladin.
He's a chunky guy.
Yeah.
Dude looks like me after I'm eating Burger King.
Dude, he looks like you every day.
Damn.
Dude, listen here, buddy.
Listen here, sir.
Kiss you.
That's cool.
I'm looking at the different moves. You got Pin Missile, Takedown, Seed Bomb. That's interesting. And Mud Shot.
Mud shot.
Honestly, I put Quilladin also at B.
Okay.
All right, that's fair. Average. Run of the mill.
Yeah.
Nothing special. Stinky.
What about
And then-
Chestnut?
Chestnut.
That dude's sick looking. I love
He
it.
does
I
look
love
pretty
it.
It looks really nice. Body Slam, Paint Split. What is Paint Split?
Splits the paint.
And then Woodhammer. I've heard of Woodhammer. That was
That was
also
my nickname in high school.
That's insane because it's
that
not
is
true.
nuts, man. But Woodhammer.
That's what the ladies would say.
But I would put Chestnut probably at an A.
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't put it any higher than that.
All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna make this one quick because I'm not gonna lie to you. Not a huge fan.
No, you're not gonna tell me you don't like Fennekin.
I really don't.
What? Are you
I really
kidding
don't.
me?
This was probably my least enjoyed fire type.
Wow.
What?
I think I like the design of Fennekin,
Mm-hmm.
but it goes downhill. So like Fennekin, I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna put Fennekin in a B.
All right.
I like Fennekin. I like it in the early game. It's fun. It's cool. It's cute. But then everything after this, I don't know what they were doing. But like, what is it? Braxton.
Braxton.
Braxton. I'm gonna put it a C.
Oh.
Really?
I don't like this Pokemon. I don't know what it is. I mean, like, what does it learn? By this point, it has Fire Spin, which is cool, I guess. Like, but what else? Psybeam. Psybeam is like interesting for a fire type to have. I mean, it is fire. Oh, it's actually fire for now, but when it evolves into Delphox is when it's fire psychic.
Mm-hmm.
But when we get to Delphox, I actually really hate the design of this.
Dude, that's actually wild.
I really
is
don't
wild.
like it at all.
I love Delphox, dude.
Just nothing like exciting to me. Like Psyshock is cool, Flamethrower, Will-O-Wisp. I mean, it learns Fire Blast at 74. Like that's so
wow.
late.
That is very
late to be learning.
Okay, that
moves.
is pretty bad.
I really want to put it in D.
Wow. All right.
That is low for a top.
I know
I'm gonna
that's
put it
kind
in
of
D.
crazy,
I'm gonna put it in D right next to Torchic.
dude. I
My
might.
two
I might
lowest
have
fire
to kiss you, dude.
types.
I might have to kiss you, dude.
Dude, I'm waiting for it. I mean, no, in all seriousness though, what game was this one?
This was X and Y.
X and Y. Yeah, I did not enjoy it enough.
Dude, that's actually kind of crazy, dude.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, not sorry.
You should be sorry,
Whatever.
dude. You're stinky. So.
Whatever, I don't care. Anyway.
All right.
Yeah, Spider. Froakie.
Dude, Froakie is a real one, dude. I love Froakie. He actually, it's funny because he learns a ghost type move before he evolves into Frogadier. He learns Water Pulse, Water Gun, and Lick are some of like the better attacks that he learns. So he's a pretty like viable option in terms of water attacks and a ghost attack. That's pretty good because I think Lick doesn't it lower his stat as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, being able to lower stats and do damage with a pretty like in the early game of a Pokemon game, it's pretty good. So and I like the design. He's a little frog dude, little homie. Probably gonna put him at honestly A.
Oh. I will say, Froakie's one of the stronger starters, like, ever in the series.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. He's pretty strong. Yeah, I think because I think for the most part, starters start off with what, like 5-6 health.
You mean levels?
Like no, like their health points.
5 or 6?
Yeah.
Way
No,
more than that.
Way more than that.
Is it?
Like 30. Yeah.
At least 30.
Okay. Oh, I don't know why I was thinking so low.
Maybe a level 1, but you don't get them at level 1. You get them at level 5.
Okay. I know he starts off with like, if that's the case, then I must have been. He starts with like 15 health or something like that. Like a pretty good amount for a starter. So yeah, I think A. Frogadier. Design doesn't really necessarily change too much. I think it's a little bit cooler, and of course he's starting to get into his, the final form, which I think is one of the cooler looking Pokemon in the game. Before he evolves, he learns Substitute, which is probably one of the more like really powerful attacks. Being able to, when you get hit, you substitute out, you don't take the hit points.
Right.
Which again, there's a lot of these moves is really good, in the later parts of a Pokemon game. But he also has a lot of like misdirection and attacks like Smokescreen and stuff like that. He doesn't necessarily do too much damage, but I mean, he is, as we're gonna get with this final evolution, he's supposed to just be like he's able to sort of take hits and be able to survive.
More agile too.
Yeah, more agile Pokemon. So Frogadier, I'm probably gonna put him at B, just because he's nothing too crazy, right, other than, like I said, Substitute being a really good attack to learn. Especially, surprisingly, you learn that before his final evolution, which is pretty crazy.
Yep.
And then, of course, Greninja, which, man, I really want to put him at S tier.
You gonna do it?
Are you gonna do it?
I don't know. I love Greninja. I think he's one of the as of late, he's pretty well known. Everyone knows what Greninja looks like just because he has such a cool design. And his attacks, of course, Hydro Pump, Bounce, and a good freaking Double Team is probably one of the most broken moves he can learn because it basically makes him unhittable.
Yeah.
Which it's only for one turn, but if you're like, let's say he's your final Pokemon, you need to heal, somebody or something, he has 1 hit point, do that, it's just basically one more way to keep him alive, which is what I was saying. He's really good at staying alive and being evasive. So, man. I put 2 up in S. I don't want to, and then, I don't know.
I've also put 2 in S, to be fair.
That is fair. I don't know. What other ones do I got? Yeah, I'm gonna put him at S. His design's really cool. He also, as of late, he's been in a lot of he's one of the Pokemon that appears in like Smash Bros. He appeared in the Detective Pikachu movie.
Yep.
So I mean, he's pretty well known, and he's a really cool character design. So
definitely one of the stronger ones as of late.
Oh yeah, but water types it started off like a lot of the water types were strong, and then they sort of kind of got weaker, and then surprisingly, you think Greninja would be pretty like weak and not that good, but he has a lot of health points by the time he reaches Greninja. So yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right. We have, I think, is it 3 more games here?
Yeah, because you got Sun and Moon, Sword and Shields, and then Scarlet and Violet.
Scarlet and Violet. All right, so we're almost there. Home stretch. Justin, you have Rowlet.
Rowlet. Once again, I did not play Sun and Moon, but from what I've heard, Rowlet was one of the stronger grass types in the series.
No.
No?
No.
Maybe it's final evolution.
It's final evolution, yes, but Rowlet before I don't remember even what that one's called.
It's Rowlet, Dartrix, and then Decidueye.
Oh, Decidueye, yeah, he's a pretty powerful.
Okay, maybe
grass
that's
type,
what I was thinking of.
But Rowlet is kick that guy like a beach ball, dude.
It's like a little football, dude.
Yeah.
You just go to South Park and just play kick the baby.
That's
Yep.
insane. Anyway.
All right, Rowlet. I'll put it at a C.
Okay.
Okay.
And then its next form,
Dartrix.
Dartrix. I would put that one. Honestly, I'm tempted to go A based on what I'm seeing, but I'm honestly gonna go B.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it. That works.
And Decidueye,
Oh, dude, I love Decidueye. It's probably one of my favorite.
I'm gonna
grass
probably
types.
go S. Mainly because, from what I'm looking at here, apparently there's two different evolutions of Decidueye. It's either grass and ghost or grass and fighting.
Yes.
That is pretty cool. I have.
It's pretty cool. Actually, I
That
didn't
is-
even know that.
That's
Yep.
never been done before in the series up until that point.
Yeah, I think it depends.
Well, I think that's isn't that one of the later games you get the fighting grass type?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it depends on the region.
Because
Right.
Samurott also had, instead of just water, he was a water dark type.
Right.
But I didn't
Right.
say that because it doesn't.
Been so long since I've played these games.
Yeah. I think it's I'm pretty sure it's based on the region that it's in. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, grass ghost is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that
so
is
sick, too.
absolutely insane.
He also, like, out of all, like, I mean, there's some pretty cool, like, Torterra.
Yep.
It's funny because the grass type, like, the final evolution, a lot of the time, like, their final evolution looks so sick.
True. Very true.
Like, even the ones that are, like, I mean, I guess you could say, like, the like, Snivy and Superior and stuff, like, it's not that crazy looking, but even then, like, it's still kind of cool.
Mhm.
All the grass types are actually not too bad looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the movesets too for Decidueye.
Decidueye's got some good moves, dude.
I'm seeing Brave Bird.
Oh, Brave Bird is
Leaf Blade.
Mhm.
I don't know when it evolves into Decidueye.
It's like 35.
36.
Is it 30? If it's 36, then it just learns
30
Brave
30
Bird.
34. Yeah, I think it's
34.
34.
And right before that, what's Feather Dance?
Increases their speed.
Yeah.
That actually sounds really good because it could be helpful in certain situations.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I think that's good right where it is.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Make this quick because this one I actually did play.
Okay.
I don't think I finished this game either, but I have used all of these as well.
Mhm.
I think this is definitely a nice rebound from Fennekin.
Mhm.
I think pretty simply, it's fire type. It's gonna be the same. Scratch, Ember, whatever. But Litten, I'm gonna put. While it is cute, I think I'm gonna put it in a C. More so for the usability.
Oh.
Early game. But then from here on out, everything is up and up. So, like, I loved the evolution to Torracat. I think the design is just so sick.
Torracat looks so cool, dude.
Torracat is so sick. And then, like, Torracat learns... I'm sorry. Fury Swipe's pretty early. Bite. Fire Fang before it even evolves yet.
Mhm.
So Torracat's gonna go in B, and then I'm putting Incineroar in A. I want to put him in S, but it's one of those things like, while it is like really strong and fun to use, I don't think it's on the same level as like a Charizard or an Infernape, especially.
I agree with the A too, but I would say too, he has a pretty good like amount of health. He has a good health pool. Like
True.
He's a pretty tanky Pokemon.
True. I mean, it learns Flamethrower at 44 and Flare Blitz at 58.
Oh wow.
Which
Yeah,
50,
and I just
58 is
granted, too.
58 is starting to get a little high too for me, but
Yeah. I do
yeah.
think too, you have to realize too, like a lot. I think this is the game where they had like their own like specialty moves. Like once you hit their final evolution, and Incineroar's is probably the coolest move in the game. Man enters a wrestling ring and like
Yeah.
suplexes the other Pokemon.
I actually do vaguely remember that actually.
And like all of them are I don't remember Primaneras, the water one, but Incineroar and Decidueye, or what is that?
Decidueye?
Decidueye, yeah. Their S type or Z type moves are really good.
Yeah, I forgot this is when they started adding all those is it the X moves or whatever they're called?
The Z type, yeah.
The Z type, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually totally forgot that was this game. See, there's some stuff like where like I just totally fucking forget that it even exists.
Especially if you haven't played it in a while, I get that.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna leave it in A.
All right.
All right, Spider, you're up with Poplio.
All right. So, Poplio, I actually, as I said in the last podcast episode, I had just played through Sun and Moon for the first time like a couple months ago. And my first playthrough, which is why I would if I was doing the fire types, I would have put Incineroar at S, was because that was my first. For the most part, I would choose water types, but Linton was so cool looking, I chose him as my first starter playing through the game. But my second playthrough in Ultra Sun, I did choose Poplio, and the design, honestly, out of like all the starter like first stages, probably the cutest looking one.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Thing is super adorable. I really like how she looks. Is it a she? I don't know. Do they have genders in Pokemon, right?
They do.
I don't even know.
He and she.
Well, I know, but like I think this certain Pokemon are only one gender. The thing.
Oh, yeah, that would probably yeah.
I think Poplio is a she. Anyway, again,
I'll look while you.
Okay. Poplio is, I don't know, super cool looking. He gets a lot of very early on. He gets a lot of fairy moves. I think before he evolves into Bryonine at level 17, he gets 2 fairy moves. But he also gets Icy Wind, Aqua Jet. Like he actually gets quite a bit of like really good early game moves.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, I probably would put Poplio at like, I don't know, B tier. Maybe I'm gonna put him in A tier. Honestly.
Oh, okay.
All right. Solid.
He's a pretty good starter. Especially since this is around the generation of Pokemon where the water types it's a little bit harder to start with them. But surprisingly, Sun and Moon, the water type, was actually easier because, correct me if I'm wrong, in earlier generations, your rival would choose
your rival used to choose whatever was most effective against you. So, for example, if you pick Charmander, your rival will pick Squirtle.
Yeah, and then going, of course, I don't know when it changed, but at least in Sun and Moon, when I chose Poplio, my rival chose Litten, and when I chose Litten, they chose what's his name?
Rowlet.
Rowlet. So I don't know. That kind of makes it easier because you don't have to worry about your rival being super strong right off the gate with their Pokemon. But
yeah,
then
I'm one of the Pokemon purist people who hate that because I feel like it makes the game too easy.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, I see it. It's just I think it's just now as an adult maybe because I know as a kid I hated that.
yeah, but
Because in Black, I think that's why I hate Snivy so much because my rival chose Snivy.
probably it's probably exactly
So
what it is.
as a kid, I hated that. Nowadays, I think I would be able to not be a stupid moron and be able to figure it out. But who knows?
Yeah.
Bryonine, I don't know. You learn some more. You learn Bubble Beam and Hyper Voice, Misty Terrain, which is a pretty good actual like a whole battlefield move. But other than that, I mean, doesn't really. The design is kind of stupid looking. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how we go from Populo to whatever this thing is, like a weird like tube sock. So I don't really like it. I'm probably gonna put that at a honestly like a D.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I
Yeah,
don't.
that's a big drop.
Yeah, I don't. I really don't like the design of the second stage, and like I said, you don't really necessarily learn any moves that are worth keeping. Like once you learn more, but moving to Primanera.
Yep.
Primanera has some really good abilities that I really like. Moonblast being a pretty heavy hitting fairy type move, and then Hydro Pump, and then of course her move, the Z type move, she like causes like a tsunami or something, and it's really sick looking, and I just like the design of how she looks. Like a mermaid, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably put it up with Populo at A.
Oh wow.
Big jump back up.
Yeah, the middle parts of Populo to Brown, it's like, man, I'm so happy I got Populo, and then it's like, damn, this sucks.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, now we're up to Galar. So I'm up first with Grookey.
No, to Grookey. That's a homie.
Mm.
He apparently is not a homie.
It doesn't sound like it.
He said absolutely not, dude.
Honestly, based on what I'm seeing with its moveset,
Don't you dare disrespect Grookey right now.
I mean, it's
I will
cute.
Slap the shit
It
out
is
of you,
absolutely
dude.
cute.
Oh,
I will slap the shit out of you, Justin, if you disrespect Grookey right now.
I will say, Razor Leaf, learning it at level 12, that's impressive.
He's better disrespect him.
You better not disrespect Grookey right now.
I'll put Grookey at a B.
All right, I won't kill you right now.
Maybe later.
The Wacky. I mean, I'm looking at these other moves that it learns.
I'm gonna eat your butt cheeks, dude.
Is that a threat or a promise?
It depends on what Justin does next.
Honestly,
You're making him nervous, dude. We're never gonna get through this episode.
I put Thwacky at a C.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. Can I ask why?
No. I was looking at the moveset and I don't know. I'm just not all that impressed with it. I mean, other than Woodhammer, there's really not that much else to it.
The silence is deafening from Spider right now.
But Rillaboom, I will put him at A. He's pretty bad.
All right.
Okay, that's
All
redeeming.
right.
That's redeeming at least. He's redeemed himself slightly for now.
Slightly.
I liked Rillaboom.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
I think Rillaboom and like Grookey's full evolutions. I think it's pretty good.
yeah, I think too. I don't know. Did you play through, Sword and Shield?
Yes, I have.
Have you done like have you had different starters or did you just play one?
I usually just go through it once and then try to complete as much of the Pokédex as possible. That's usually how I play.
Okay. Okay.
I remember watching you stream it, and you had picked Score Bunny.
Yeah, I did. Why, I don't know.
Damn, it sounds like he's not gonna like Score Bunny.
I mean, I like Score Bunny, but like, wait, hold on, wait. Am I bugging out? Is Score Bunny? Okay, no, Score Bunny is the first evolution. I was thinking,
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why. I said Score Bunny, and I was thinking Cinderace, and I was like,
Cinderace is the last one.
Yeah.
It's like Score Bunny and like Raboot. I feel like are just both so run of the mill. I feel like I'm gonna put them both in B.
Okay.
All right.
I might honestly put all three of them in B.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
So
I feel like
stays...
finally getting up to Cinderace was just so underwhelming.
Yeah, I don't know, like the design for Cinderace, like I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool looking. But like there's no like big changes like a lot of the Pokemon go through. It sort of stays the same.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put all three of them in B back to back to back. I mean,
It's not bad.
I like Raboot's design.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that design is sick, but then like I don't know. I feel like Cinderace is like cool looking, but it's like I don't know. It's very average. It's kind of like it makes me think of like Blaziken, where like I feel like Blaziken is just so like mid. I don't know. I think Blaziken. It's so weird going back to Blaziken because I think back to like watching the show growing up. Blaziken was like pretty iconic from like, the show standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
But in the games and stuff, the only redeeming factor for him for Blaziken, in my opinion, was the design.
Okay.
And I feel like that's kind of where I'm at with Cinderace too. I feel like the design is the only saving grace. I don't know.
Okay.
Not Scarlet and Violet. Sword and Shield was like very strange to me.
Yeah.
Sword and Shield is when I feel like they really started to push more new things, which I think is good, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave them in B. I'm just gonna stick to it and leave them in B.
Okay.
All right. You're up with Sobble, Spider.
All right. Sobble F.
Oh wow, that did not take long.
I absolutely hate Sobble. He's a dumb idiot like Snivy.
Wow.
All right.
His moves suck. He also has he has pretty good amount of health for being a stage 1, but his attack sucks. He doesn't really get any good water moves. He gets water gun and water pulse like Gippity Doodah, Yeah, his design, I don't know, something about it. He just looks stupid. The entirety of Sobble and Drizzle and Inteleon, they just all look kind of dumb.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of Sobble either. I'm not gonna
honestly
lie to you.
it's probably one of the worst water starters that we've had. Drizzle, probably gonna put him at D because it doesn't get too much better. You get a bug move, liquidation, stuff like that. It's a little bit better. I'll put him at C. It's not too much better, but he's not awful like Sobble.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably gonna put Inteleon at. The only reason I'm gonna. I like the design of Inteleon. It's still not that good, but it's okay. But the only reason I want to put him high is because his specialty move he like pulls out like a water sniper
What the?
and like snipes
actually
enemy
cool.
Pokemon. And I'm like, dude, because that attacks so because like Rillaboom, he uses this drum and he like does some crazy, it causes like deforestation or something.
Right.
But Inteleon, he has like a water sniper, like that's his whole thing, and it's really cool looking. And that's like the only redeeming factor of Inteleon. Besides like Rain Dance, which is a pretty good move, but I might just end up going F and 2 Cs because like he's not too crazy, but I don't want to put him up in B with like Oshawott and Frogadier and stuff. So
Yeah, I think that's totally fair.
so yeah, I think that's a good spot for him.
I think that's fair. Last game.
Now we're up to the Paldea region.
We have finally made it to the Paldea region.
Scarlet and Violet.
Scarlet and Violet. Before we start this, Spider, have you finished Scarlet and Violet? I'm sure you probably have.
I have, yeah.
Okay, because I never finished it.
Okay, yes, I've finished it.
But I'll obviously still be able to rank. Justin's been trying to this whole time.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
All right,
Justin, you have Sprigatito? Sprigato?
Sprigatito.
Rigatoni.
Sprigatoni?
Honestly, it's adorable. Don't get me wrong. I would put this one at probably B.
Okay.
Okay.
Spriggity diggity.
What about Florigato and I never remember how to say this one.
Meowscarada.
Meowscarada.
That my Gato, dude.
Yeah, that, whatever.
Florigato. I actually like the design of Florigato. I think that's a huge upgrade in appearance there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And in terms of the moveset I'm looking at, Seed Bomb, U-Turn, Worry Seed, Slash, and Energy Ball. Energy Balls is just Seed Bomb and Energy Ball really pop out. I'll put it at an A.
Okay.
All right.
And then Meowscarada. At level 36, it learns something called Play Rough. What is Play Rough? I see it's a fairy type move.
He said you don't want to know. Justin, if you're on the same website that I am, if you click on it, it should say it.
Are you on Bulbapedia?
I was.
Okay.
Here, I'm looking it up right now. Play Rough. Deals damage and has a 10% chance of lowering the target's attack by 1 stage. Stats can be lowered to a minimum of -6 each.
That's impressive.
Play Rough is actually very good.
Yeah, I believe it. I will put Meowscarada. I'll put it at an S.
Rada.
That's crazy.
Okay, an S? Okay, I mean, that's a little wild, but
That's
okay.
crazy to me, but...
Go off, Queen.
That's wild, but... Fair enough. It is your rating.
You do you, girl.
You do you.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if we're being controversial, I mean... Let's just get right into Fuecoco. Fuecoco, I'm putting it at an A.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That goofy little bastard deserves an A.
Yeah.
100%. Oh my god, hold on. Don't tell me. Fuecoco. Oh my god. Crocolore. I think, right?
Crocolore.
Is it Crocolore?
That sounds right.
I'm trying to do it off memory. I think it's Crocolore. Crocolore I'm also going to put in an A.
It is Crocolore.
That little goofy little sombrero. And
Dude, did you notice it's an egg?
It is an egg, yes, I know, but it looks like a sombrero.
It does.
Yeah.
Love it.
And finally,
Oh.
Skeledirge.
Oh.
S tier for sure.
Oh yeah, I love
All right.
Skeledirge.
Skeledirge
is fire type.
Skeledirge is easily the sickest looking fire type in this game.
Oh yeah, honestly, like it's like on par with some of the other good fire types.
Yeah, we haven't had like a really good fire type starter since like Final Evolution since like Infernape. Really, I mean like Embor's cool, Incineroar is cool, but Skeledirge is on like a different level, dude. Skeledirge is so sick. It's a fire ghost type too.
It's dude, some of the moves he gets, it's just. I think if I remember correctly, you'll probably end up checking. He gets the ability to, that move that it like intensifies the sun, and so fire attacks do more damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
And then and then of course he has a really good. He has flamethrower.
What move is that? Sun something. Or Heat Wave maybe? No.
That's not. No. What is that?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Comments are gonna flame us.
Mm-hmm.
What is that called, dude?
I can't think of it. I'm not gonna stress it. I know what you're talking about. It intense. Yeah. God, it's gonna fucking bother me, man.
That is not the name of that ability.
I can't think of it.
Dude, I know, it's gonna piss me off.
It's gonna piss me off. It's fine. I can't think of it. Skeledirge is easily the best fire type in this game, though, and it's not even close. It's not even close. He's a fire crocodile, dude. Come on. Really?
That's pretty cool.
Like, come on. So sick. And it's a fire ghost type.
Yeah.
Sunny day.
A sunny day. Thank you.
Good luck.
My God, that was gonna drive me nuts. That was literally gonna drive me nuts.
Oh man. Am I up here?
Yeah. Yep. You have the floor with the finale.
All right. Quaxley, I'm gonna put him up in B.
Right.
I love Quaxley. He learns quite a lot of like good attack, Aqua Jet, Water Gun, Wing Attack, all before he evolves into Quaxwell.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a little duck, dude, little Donald Duck looking guy.
Little Donald Duck, dude, for sure.
And, he's pretty cute looking. And like I said, has some pretty good moves. Health wise, attack, he has 65 attack as a base stat. Like as a
starter, which is insane.
Stage 1, yeah, which is pretty nuts. So I'm putting him at B. Quaxwell, I'm probably gonna put it at B as well. Just because up until he evolves, nothing really crazy. Acrobatic. What was that?
What?
Where'd that go? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
My page just crashed. Unbelievable. Hold on.
Technical difficulties, folks.
Okay, there it goes. Acrobatics. 55 power. Pretty good at flying at type. Air slash, aqua cutter, double hit. Like all pretty good like power moves, along with like focus energy. So honestly, like I said, maybe B. I would even move him to C, but I'm gonna probably just keep him in B.
Okay.
And then maybe a little controversial. I'm gonna put Quaquaval at A.
Okay.
He gets liquidation, which is a pretty good move. Or I guess you learn that before he evolves. But his like specialty attack, I don't remember what it is. But if I remember correctly, it was a pretty powerful. It was like, is it Wave Crash or something? Something like that. I don't know. It was a super like powerful ability, that did a lot of damage, and his design is also just really cool looking. like a flamenco dancer.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just something really cool about him. He looks really. I love Quaquaval's like just look, and all in all, he also has 120 attack.
Dude, so
dude,
OP.
Dude, freaking absolutely just goes to town on other Pokemon. Which I didn't even realize that he has that much attack. But yeah, I mean, I really like his design, so I'm gonna put him at A.
Okay. I think that's it, right? We're all
Yep.
we are all done here. I don't think there's gonna be too much moving around on this. I think we might just leave it alone.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Not because, I like if you guys have anything you really want to move, I wouldn't mind moving it.
No.
But all in all, I think this is
the way it is.
All in all, I think this is a pretty decent list. I think it's pretty fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure the comments are gonna cook us over some things, but that's fine.
Yeah.
See that Pokemon's name?
What did you call Squirtle?
That's my favorite type of soda.
Oh, you drink Squirt, dude?
I'm a big squirter.
Oh my god, I'm in. All right, we're ending it there. We'll see you next week. That's it.
Later, guys.
Yeah.